Good afternoon. Here is the national news from BGI TV Currents. I am Morire Rabila Lawal. First are the major headlines. Nigeria airplane to arrive on Friday, says Sirika. CBN increases interest rate to 18.5%. Labour kicks against concession of Abuja, Kanu airports. Again, 3 police officers killed, 1 injured in Ebonyi. And on sports, Nigeria fly into knockout stage. Now the news in detail. Plane for Nigeria Air will arrive the country on Friday ahead of commencement of operations. The Minister of Aviation, Adi Sirika, has confirmed. In an exclusive interview with China's television, the minister said that a Nigeria aircraft will land in the country in 2 days as part of processes to commence operations and unveiling of the delivery process. He promised that the aircraft will be unveiled in Nigeria's colors in fulfillment of all the promises made by the administration in the aviation sector.
Every single thing we said we would do, we would do. And the question that you will ask next is Nigeria Air. On Friday, in 2 days, the Nigeria airplane will land in Nigeria, part of the processes to commence the operation. We will on that day unveil this aircraft with delivery and everything in Nigeria's colors, belong to Nigeria Air, and we will proceed to go and do the retrofit and bring back those airplanes. So we have achieved 100% of the roadmap. The only one item that is missing on my table is the Aerotropolis. Even that, the groundwork has been done. All the airports now, the 4 of them, are free zones. They are free zones to allow you to come in there and take advantage of what a free zone is. And that, of course, will enhance and boost the Aerotropolis, which is the airport city. Abuja is sitting now on 12,000 hectares of land, courtesy of Mr. President. And that is where you would see this huge Aerotropolis. And finally, the Lagos, the FAN building, where is housing the Lagos office of FAN, which we wanted to demolish, is to give way for Aerotropolis Airport City, where you see shopping malls, offices, hotels, and the rest of it, and car parks.
However, noted that the only incomplete item is the Aerotropolis, which is the airport city and is 60% complete. According to him, the groundwork has been completed and are looking to conclude work on the airport city by next administration. Sirika at an aviation stakeholders forum in Abuja in March said that Nigeria Air will commence full operations before the end of the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari. Responding to a question on when exactly Nigeria Air will commence operations, the minister had said, before the end of the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari, before May 29th, we will fly. Going on to the next story. The Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, has raised the interest rate from 18% to 18.5%. The Apex Bank Governor, Godwin Emefiele, announced a decision on Wednesday after the Policy Setting Committee meeting at the CBN headquarters in Abuja. The development is the 3rd consecutive time the Apex Bank will be raising the monetary policy rate, MPR, which measures the interest rates. This is coming a week after the Nigeria Bureau of Statistics revealed that the country's inflation rate for the month of April hit 22.22%, surpassing last month's rate of 22.04%. According to the report, in the April 2023, the deadline inflation rate rose to 22.22% relative to March 2023 headline inflation rate, which was 22.04%. Looking at the movement, the April 2023 inflation rate showed an increase of 0.18% point when compared to March 2023 headline inflation rate. This marks the 3rd consecutive time the Apex Bank will be raising the benchmark rate this year.
Members thus resolved by unanimous vote to raise the MPR, but moderately. 10 members voted to raise the MPR by 50 basis points and 1 member by 25 basis points. All members voted to keep all parameters constant. In summary, the MPC voted 1, raise the MPR to 18.5%, 2, retain the asymmetric corridor of plus 100 and minus 700 basis points around the MPR, and 3, retain the CRR at 32.5%, and 4, retain the liquidity ratio at 30%. I thank you all. for your attention.
Thank you, Governor. That was communique number 148, read by the Governor. We may want to take some questions now.
And to the next story. Crisis is brewing in the aviation sector as workers' unions within the sector have kicked against the concession of the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, and Malam Aminu Kano International Airport, Makia, by the federal government. The aviation workers threaten a shutdown or if the federal government should go ahead to impose the concession policy. They also warned the firms involved in the concession deal of the two airports to stay clear, alleging that the exercise is fraught with illegalities and lacks transparency. They allege that the purported concession was handled in the most secretive manner. Recall that the Federal Executive Council, FEC, had last week approved the concession of the two airports to the Corporation American Airport Consortium. Briefing journalists in Abuja, the workers fiercely protested the action, claiming it fell short of legal and acceptable limits and standard of airport concession by global best practices. The unions that briefed journalists were the National Union of Air Transport Employees, Air Transport Services Senior Staff Association of Nigeria, Association of Nigeria Aviation Professionals, and Nigeria Union of Pensioners FAN branch. The union cited faulty foundation, labor issues, contempt of court, lack of transparency, among others, as some of the reasons for protesting the move, warning that anyone or entity that may proceed to commit any form of resources to such endeavor is endangering and engaging in sheer wastefulness. Moving to Ebonyi. Unknown gunmen killed 3 police officers and injured 1 at Oshiri Division Command, located in Onitsha, local government area of Ebonyi State on Wednesday. Information recalls that armed hoodlums killed 1 police officer inspector, whose name is yet to be identified, and injured 2 others on Monday night at the Union Bank roundabout in Abakaliki, the capital of Ebonyi State. 4 police officers have so far been killed by hoodlums in the state within 2 days, and a total of 3 officers were seriously injured during the attacks. Commissioner of Police Falaye Olaleye confirmed the attack in a statement signed and made available to newsmen in Abakaliki by Ebonyi State Police Command spokesperson Onome Onowa Koye. According to the statement, operatives of the command on stop and start duty at Oshiri Division were attacked and killed by hoodlums. Sadly, 3 policemen lost their lives. 1 was injured and is currently receiving treatment at an undisclosed hospital. Technical teams were immediately drafted to the area to go after the hoodlums. Consequently, 2 of the hoodlums were neutralized and others escaped with bullet wounds. Going on to end the national news is a sports story. Nigeria defeated Italy in an end-to-end encounter at the FIFA Under-20 World Cup Argentina 2023 on Wednesday night, courtesy of Salim Fago Lawal's diving header and Jude Sunday's last gap finish. The result means the Flying Eagles qualify for the knockout stage on 6 points, while the Azzurri are on 3 points after 2 games apiece in Group D. Both sides had chances in the first half, with Tommaso Baldenzi testing the ends of Kingsley Aniagbaso. The first goal arrived just after the hour. Half-time substitute Emmanuel Ume and Gabriel Guerrero collided inside the Italian box, but the latter sprang straight up and dinked the ball back across goal. Salim Fago Lawal flung himself into the air and headed into a semi-guarded net. Thereafter, Nigeria's admirable defending reduced Italy to shots from outside the box. Daniel Montestevago had the best of them, but Kola is a foot wide. Then in stoppage time, the Flying Eagles made absolutely sure of the victory. Goalkeeper Aniagbaso got the assist. He spun upfield, finding the rampaging Sunday, who struck it across goal and into the bottom corner. That sports story ends the national news. Before we go, some major headlines. Nigeria airplane to arrive on Friday, says Sibika. CBN increases interest rate to 18.5%. Labour kicks against concession of Abuja, Kano airports. Again, 3 police officers killed, 1 injured in Ebonyi. And on a sweet note from sports, Nigeria fly into knockout stage after beating Argentina 2-0 at the Under-20 World Cup going on in Argentina. For more updates of our broadcast on YouTube, our handle is BGI TV Current. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell. Select option all to access our broadcast. On Facebook, Bagede Imo with Alawide Adebayo. Please like and follow the page. For advertisement of your goods and services, coverage of events and functions, please dial the phone number streaming on your screen. Thank you for watching. I am Morire Rabila Lawal.